Hello, everybody. Welcome to our very last week of math. So this week we're going to be working with clocks, which is kind of a fun thing to be working on. And it's something that a lot of kindergartners don't even ever learn about, but you guys are doing so great. I know you guys can handle it. And I thought for our last week, we would do something a little bit different. And you'll definitely be working with clocks in first grade. So let's get you guys ready to go. All right. This is a clock, right? And the first thing you need to see is that there's numbers that go all the way around the side. And they count like this. The top is always 12. I know it's kind of hard to see with this here. Here we go. The top is always 12. No matter what, whenever you look at a clock, the clock is always going to say 12 at the top. Then it goes back to 1 and goes all the way around to 12. So let's count together. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is always at the bottom, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we're back to the 12 at the top, okay? The next thing you need to learn about clocks is that there's two hands, and one is called the big hand because it's longer, and one is called the little hand or the short hand because it's smaller and shorter. So if I stack them up together, it's easier to see that one is longer and one is shorter. So for our work this week, we're only going to be looking at the short hand, okay? We're only going to be looking at where the short hand is pointed. But for today's lesson, lesson 18 from the back of our book, we're just going to be looking at the position of the numbers. Remember I told you that 12 is always, 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 always at the top, and the 6 is always, 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 always at the bottom. Okay, so that's what we're working on today. Tomorrow and as the days go on this week, we're going to be working on where these hands are on the clock and what that means. But for today, we're just going to be counting the numbers around the clock. So here we go. Okay, so this is what lesson 18 looks like. And it's just a picture of a clock. And it's got a long hand and a short hand, but it's missing some of the numbers. But remember I told you the 12 always goes at the top. If you remember that, you're good to go. Always 12 at the top. Then we just start counting by ones and go around. We call this going clockwise. And everyone but Kayla and Andre, you're gonna start, everyone else, you're gonna start going towards the hand that you're writing with, okay? So you're gonna go here and see how I'm going closer to my hand and closer to my hand and closer to my hand. That's how I know which way to start going. So Kayla and Andre, you're gonna be going away from your hand because you guys are left-handed. So you're gonna go away from your hand. But most of us are gonna go closer and closer to our hands. Okay, so all we're gonna do on the front here is fill in the missing numbers. We wrote the 12 because that's always at the top. Now we start counting with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got all the numbers. They just sit in order. You just have to remember the 12 goes at the top, and then you go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fill in the missing numbers. You are going to do the same with the back, except the big numbers are missing this time. What number goes at the top? 12. 12 always, always, always goes at the top. I'll help you do that one. Then going to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you need to fill in the rest. That's all you have to do today for today's lesson. Clocks are kind of fun, right? I like to work with clocks. But that's the first thing you need to know is that you always go around the correct way. 12 is always at the top. And if you want to remember, the 6 is always down at the bottom. That's a good way to keep yourself on track too. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow for our next bit of lesson about clocks.